A lot of people think it's everything to do with like the design and this element and that element and having this timer and all that. And those things can work. But for me, it's really three big things. The first one is above the fold. And if you don't know what above the fold is, it's when you load up the website on your phone. It's like, what's the first thing you see without scrolling? That's above the fold. That needs to be extremely dialed. That's almost like your hook in an ad. It's like the first 3 seconds, same thing on the LP. So dialing that in and making sure that gives the user a reason to to actually scroll and go down and learn more. I see so many headlines that are just unclear and trying to be clever. Is just be clear, tell people what they want to hear, and give them a reason to keep going down. And then the other thing that I would say is it's all about messaging, man. I've seen hideous pages what like you would look at them and be like, there's no way this converts, and it's just absolutely crushing because the messaging is so dialed in. So the better that you can write, copywriting is still, I know it's this skill that so many people think is gonna go away with AI, which I think there is to an extent. But if you don't know what good copy is, like the people who really cook are the copywriters who are good that use AI. Like those guys are they're balling right now because they know how to talk to the AI and they know what a good output is. Most people don't know what good copywriting is, and so they just copy and paste whatever GPT or Claude throws at them, and it's just trash. So it's like messaging is super, super, super important. So having a really good copywriter or someone that understands how to keep attention is the most important thing. I don't care what other things you add. If the messaging sucks, the page isn't going to convert. And then the other thing that I would say is the imagery and just making sure it's congruent. We see a lot of the times people talking about certain claims and then they just have like no visuals to show them. So I think the visuals elements that you put on the page are super important. And then after that, design and all of the bells and whistles can come in with like the timers and this and that. I think a lot of people get caught up in, hey, what's better, a red button or a green button? Where it's what's really going to convert is again the offer like we've just talked about, or the messaging and the visual components. You wouldn't believe how many people run or build LPs and it's like their product carousel. And again, this kind of goes into like the above the fold. They've got like three photos in their product carousel and like they sell a supplement and there's like no nutrition or no ingredients in the product carousel. So there's just I would say on that point as well, logistical things too, like having a really good FAQ and just thinking like what would stop someone from purchasing. I think True Classic does a really, really good job of this where they just put everything on there. They've got like three different size guides even for you to like find the right size because they know sizing is super important. And they say, how tall the model is and what size he's wearing and if it runs big or runs small, all that kind of stuff. So logistical stuff too. I know that was a bunch of things, but bundling all that stuff together, it's not just really one thing that makes an LP work. It all kind of works together. So those elements will, especially with a strong offer, will usually help you have the highest converting page.